Hey guys, I'm going to do a little video here because I've had a lot of people ask me, and if y'all noticed this in the video, it is a camper, and I just got home. We've been out on the road, me and the kids, and I'm going to show you this one right quick. This one just got dropped off. Now the guy that dropped it off, he got an insurance claim on the water heater bursting. At least that's what he says. It's a 27-foot long Collins, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s model, something like that. We're going to check it out more, but I want to show you something. We're going to go do a little walkthrough. Let me stop and get the batteries hooked up so we can power this thing up. It's sitting out in my field. All right, guys, as you can see right there, I used a couple of wires from inside the battery compartment to hook it up. Took me a few minutes. Kids went inside and put a heater in there to start warming it up. It's got a manual crank, a electric, which looks like, I guess he had some trouble with that, trying to get that to work. And they had some pallets. Looks like they had to use a jack to get it off of here. But this thing has got really nice tires, defenders, and all that jazz is in good shape. The RV is in pretty good shape all around. I mean, I did a good drive around. And over here, it's got this nice cast forward fifth wheel gooseneck. And on it, it has a, look, I think that's an Anderson. And look at this, adjustable, really sweet. I like those. Remote control on that, or remote lock. It is a Collins, so mid 80s, I guess. It looks like a lot of this stuff here is bad, and that's not uncommon. You can look below the video. I'll put you a link to that because I'm going to be redoing this stuff, this trim cover. It's Collins fifth wheel, late 80s, I think. And they did, you can tell here, when you see something like this, they did a factory or a yard change out. So what they had is they had a window here. And then the guy that apparently bought it new said, I didn't order that with a window. So here's what they did. That's how they're fixed those little screw ups. It's got a nice big awning on it. Looks like it goes about 2/3 of the RV. All the lights are on in there, and Kira's in there right now setting the heater up. A double set of steps looks real good. The tires, and get over here, they look really good. They don't look very old. There's no checking or cracking that I can see on here. So Tomax on them. And over here, the refrigerator looks good. No burn marks or nothing on that. Here we go here. This might be something to worry about. Let's see here. Water heater, and yeah, I'd say hell yeah. So from what I understand is he had a leak in it, and it was causing problems, and the insurance company or something said get rid of it. Up here, they had a, I don't know what you want to call that, a package of something sitting up on the roof of up there. Looked like about 5 loaves of bread. I don't know what the hell that was doing up there, rotted on the roof. But it's not in terrible condition. The rear of it, we'll walk around here to the rear. The rear looks nice and solid. I don't see any kind of unusual separation in any of the strips. Comes with a completely, looks like a damn near brand new spare on it. Doesn't look old either. Just a regular fifth wheel. So let's go inside. Daniel and Kira's been in there working on it. And we'll go in here. We're going to check this thing out. There's a from Springfield, Oregon. This one was free. And what we're looking at right now is we're going to be checking this RV out. So all the lights are on right now, and I have not yet been in here. Kira's been in here about 20 minutes looking at things, and Daniel's been in here, and he is back here. It's cold in here. So we have been setting this up to do an inspection on it. And there's about getting an RV. Whether you get one for free or you pay money for it, you need to have some common sense about what to look for. Now, this one was free, and I can tell right now that there's a few issues with it that they didn't apparently deal with. And she's been in here looking it over, so she's going to kind of explain what her and Daniel in here looking for, what they're going to be dealing with, because they're the ones that typically come in here and start the process.
Well, the first thing you want to check on your RV, whether it's newly bought or you just got it from somewhere, first the thing you want to do is you want to push on it, and you're going to go along the windows. You want to push on the RV, nice pushes, to see if you have any damage. If you hear it cracking, that means that it has damage from the paneling on the outside of the RV coming to where we are now. But if you don't hear here cracking, that means moisture did it. Moisture from the inside. Anyway, so what you want to do to check for that is see how it's rumpled and it looks like it's got a big old leak. What you want to do is you want to knock on that. You see, hear it? Nice solid. Knock on this. Nice and solid. That means that something that does moisture has been damaging the inside of your RV. See all this? This is moisture. This isn't a leak from the top. No, this is moisture.
So what she's referring to is she's referring to like if someone has a leaking shower, a leaking tub, something in that neighborhood. Daniel,
leaking water heater.
There you go, leaking water. Yeah, because you saw in the beginning of the picture there, or in the video, that water heater's trashed. And you can see what she's talking about and what to look for. So as she was saying over here, now look at this. That coating that the factory put on, you see that? That is moisture getting in there at the seams. You see here at the seams? And it's causing that glue to come loose. And yeah, I got a big old Band-Aid on my hand there. It's causing it to come loose at the seams. See it? Notice it's at the seams. So now if it was water intrusion from the outside, as she was explaining, if you push on the wall, you'll hear it crackle. And that means that the paneling is delaminating. That means its glue is separating and it's breaking down. And that's what usually you'll find from the damage. Now, this RV in all of its condition here, she already likes it. It is set up and it's nice. You can look up here in the back. It doesn't have any damage anywhere. There would be something you would expect to see from a roof. You don't want to buy an RV that, get up here and push above those windows up there, and she'll show you between where the wall and the ceiling connect to each other. Always, because of the way they use those connection strips, you want to be sure that that's not going to be causing the leaks. You want to do what she's doing right there. Go everywhere and press on them. You want to look for anything that makes a crackling noise. It'll kind of sound like you're ruffling paper. It'll be that kind of a noise, and that means that your RV has got rot. So you look down here and you see that? There's no rot in that. She's pushing on all those spots, and you would definitely hear it. You'd hear it on this this camera here. So everything that's up there, they're going through the RV checking for this kind of damage. And then Daniel's been down here. He's going to be looking at where the damage might be coming from. Is that the water heater on that other side, Daniel?
Right here.
Okay, is that your access point? Okay, so he's opening up the cabinets. And you can tell, here's a good start. You see this, what he just lifted up? That whole door is warped. That door is twisted that away. That means there's a massive amount of moisture down here.
So I was looking through here in the access point. Of course I had a flashlight, but I was looking here and I found a little pinhole in some of this copper tubing, which means the water heater was, and that is what's causing the damage on the roof, but that can be fixed.
So as he's saying, do you want to look for these? It's important. I mean, it's really important to know that in this case, this is a free RV, and the solution that the guy missed that had this is that the moisture vapor building up in this RV is causing this. There's not leaks in the roof. See look at this. You see that kind of a mildew that's up there right now? That is due to those leaks. And you can see where it's peeling loose back here over the bathtub. That is moisture, too much condensation. And this I thought when I first walked in the door might be a problem, usually is, but it's obvious. He's back there looking, and you've seen the front of that water heater. And up there where she was at, look at that. Now that's just glue, the way that this plywood is made, because they use a cheaper grade, but it's very solid. And you don't have any apparent structural damage. Cosmetic is fine. You can deal with cosmetic. We'll be able to peel all this off. You see where it's just rippled? We'll be able to peel all this off. So giving you a little rundown of a free RV we just got. And that free RV is going to lead to end up with some very simple solutions to fix all this. But it's all solid. It has, I don't know, this works. It apparently works. A little static in it, needs to be cleaned. But you look up in there, that's the important places. And you're going to push on that paneling. You're going to do it around every one of these windows. You push on it. Now, if you hear or if you feel any softness, or it sounds like you're tapping on the outside of a milk jug, an empty milk jug, or a plastic jug of some kind, don't buy it. That's structural. Don't think you can fix it. Don't be foolish. So that's why we tear them down. But you look up in there, there is no damage whatsoever. But this guy was in a panic because of this. And something tells me that a lot of moisture was coming up out of this cabinet. And if you can see, this thing here was probably being ran with that moisture in the air and then at real hot steam level. There you go. But not bad. 27-foot trailer in excellent condition with all things considered. He pushed on the floor. Did you find any rot in the floor down there?
No, there's no rot on the floor.
So probably the fact that it had the vinyl on it is why it was leaking out the front instead of soaking down into the trailer frame. We have a very nice, easy to fix RV that we're going to make into a user. Going to be running it. All right, so y'all see this right here? The kids have placed this in here, but they've also opened the vents back there, and they've opened the vents up here. So what do you say?
If y'all get them free, don't throw them away.
But just realize, know what you're looking for. All right? Don't be like this guy. He didn't know what the hell. That's solid. He just didn't know. All right, man. Y'all be good.